everyone.
What's up guys, Unofficial MCU here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing a number of things with the next Spider-Verse movie, Spider-Man 3 Beyond the Spider-Verse. This is really an overview update video of just about everything that we know about the upcoming Spider-Verse movie. Of course, we're gonna go ahead and hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys, everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Marvel-related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse is on the way, but it could be quite some time before the movie actually ever releases. Coming off the uber successful Into the Spider-Verse and also Across the Spider-Verse movies, Beyond the Spider-Verse is set to close out the Sony Pictures animated Spider-Verse trilogy with Miles Morales. Originally titled Across the Spider-Verse Part 2, the upcoming third film has been described as this Avengers Endgame kind of orientated movie of this animated world and closing out this overall Miles Morales trilogy, following up directly from Across the Spider-Verse's shocking cliffhanger ending as well. While the movie was originally slated to come out to theaters on March 29th of 2024, at the time of recording and publishing this video, that's actually today.
They stole it from me, Carmine! They took it! That was today! Today!
Probably the clear-cut obvious, though, is that Beyond the Spider-Verse has since then been delayed indefinitely. The film remains off of the Sony Pictures slate for this year of 2024, with no other indication of when it will actually come to theaters. According to the Spider-Verse creative team, though, however, the movie's delay had to do with the job action in Hollywood with the writer's strike and the actor's strike, having now come to a close last year, and the actors still on the picket lines at the time. Spider-Verse 3 writers and producers Phil Lord and Christopher Miller told DigitalSpy.com in August of last year that the upcoming animated movie will simply be released when it's ready, saying that, in quote, "It will come when it's ready." Those conversations are thankfully above our pay grade, but I can tell you that we're already hard on work on it, and we'll take the time it needs and takes to make it great. Ending that quote right there. They then go on to add it to the team as trying to craft the most satisfying conclusion to the story that it can possibly be for this overall trilogy. So if it's going to take time on the creative side of things, then it's going to take time that's going to be well worth it. Saying that there also, in quote, "What we're trying to accomplish with this film is we have to be the most satisfying conclusion to the story that it can be, and take it to places that you haven't been before, make you laugh, cry, and cheer, and think." Ending that quote right there. As this was all mentioned about last year around August, these are all things that we're all going to really want from this movie. Like, we don't want them just to rush through with the last Spider-Verse movie, Beyond the Spider-Verse, just to have the movie out and complete the trilogy. We want it to be a good, satisfying ending, one that's going to make you feel the many emotions. Last fans had heard following the end of the SAG-AFTRA strike, though, however, producer Miller had told the press that he was knee-deep in production on the threequel, being the first hints at where the movie stood following the end of the Hollywood 2023 strikes with the actors and the writers, as he says that, in quote, "We're in production, and we're really excited about where the story is going. I think it's a very satisfying conclusion to the trilogy, and it's as emotional as the other ones. We're knee-deep in it." Ending that quote right there. This year was revealed around the time of November of last year. There is no exact telling of to when the movie will eventually actually be released in theaters, but it is good to know progress is actively being made on the title. If work can continue unimpeded throughout this year of 2024, there is a good chance that the movie will be ready sometime in 2025, realistically. Of course, seeing as Beyond the Spider-Verse is expected to serve as this second part, or part 2 initially, of Across the Spider-Verse's story, fans can expect much of that prior film's cast to return for the trilogy closer as well. Of course, headlining the film will be the main stars of the first two movies, Shameik Moore as Miles Morales, Jake Johnson as Peter B. Parker, and Haley Steinfeld as Gwen Stacy. Joining them will likely be other Spider heroes from across the web-slinging multiverse, including Oscar Isaac's Miguel O'Hara, Daniel Kaluuya's Spider-Punk, John Mulaney's Spider-Ham, Karen Sony's Spider-Man India. As of course, the rest of the talented cast was also expected to return with the same voice actors. We have The Spot, Ben Reilly, Spider-Woman, Jefferson Davis, Rio Morales, Leah, and Miles G. Morales all as well returning for the third installment. There have also also been some speculations and rumors floating around about the potential inclusion of live-action Spider-Man joining the Beyond the Spider-Verse cast, such as Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. However, I wouldn't hold your breath on that. Other rumors have pointed to the MCU's Tom Holland popping up in Beyond the Spider-Verse, but creatives have offered a simple no comment when asked about that potential actually happening. So, fingers crossed for it, but I wouldn't hold your breath on it. After making his debut in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Jason Schwartzman's The Spot has already been confirmed to be the primary villain for Beyond the Spider-Verse as well. In a recent conversation with Collider.com, alongside his Asteroid City co-star Scarlett Johansson, Schwartzman had teased his big bad would be back for the third movie and will be bigger, badder, and hollier, saying that, in quote, "There's not much I can really say, but I'm just excited about it. It was a great experience. I loved working with them. We started doing that before this movie." Scarlett Johansson chimes in with, "You can't say one single thing? What single thing can you actually say?" He replied with, "Well, I can say a few things. Bigger, badder, and hollier." Ending that quote right there. This feels very much so in line with what Kemp Powers, the director of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, has said about the future of the Spot character. Before the second Spider-Verse movie came out, Powers had revealed that Spot is a villain of the next two films, of course, saying that they're, in quote, "He's the villain of the next two films." And let's just say that the Spot and Miles Morales are connected in surprising ways. The Spot is an interesting villain because he seems like a joke, but when you really look at his powers, there's an incredible potential. His ability to open portals across dimensions sets him up perfectly for the Spider-Verse. Ending that quote right there, very clear and cut, and from the get-go, before even Across the Spider-Verse movie had came out, saying that the Spot is going to be around for the next two movies. The Spider-Man filmmaker added that the Spot's arc really does complement the journey of Miles Morales, reflecting upon that there as well, which is a part of the reason as to why he is the main villain of the upcoming third movie as well, saying that, in quote, "And very similar to Spot, from the very beginning, he just seemed like endless potential, both visually and the arc of the character, because you know by the way that's not a costume, that's his actual skin. By the way that he's wearing it, you know it's not a guy in a polka dot suit. That's actually his skin." So, you know, the arc of Dr. Owen Spot is one that does really complement, without giving away the story, it really does complement the journey of Miles as well in this film. Ending that quote right there. This all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. What are you guys looking forward to seeing with Beyond the Spider-Verse, the third installment to the Spider-Verse trilogy animated movies, in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official MCU. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. Peace out.